Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the Student Wellbeing Vlogs. This is a short guide exploring some of the benefits of having a routine, what should be included in your routine, and what to consider when planning your weekly routine. To begin with, we are going to explore some of the benefits of having a routine, or some sort of structure to your time. So, having a routine is going to reduce your overall stress levels. You don't need to wake up and worry about all the things you need to do, as you've already spent the time to plan an organised and realistic schedule, which you just simply need to follow. Getting yourself into a good routine is going to help increase your motivation. By planning how best to use your time, you can ensure you are allocating enough time to keep on top of things, meaning you're likely to not leave things until the last minute, and you will find you'll be in a better place to achieve what you set out to do. Your overall mood is likely to improve as a result of feeling less stressed and more motivated as well. You'll feel more engaged because you have already considered what needs to be done and when. This is not just academic tasks or chores, this also includes factoring in time for self-care and relaxation. Ultimately, if you have a good routine and structure to your time, you're likely to spend less time procrastinating, and therefore you may find you actually have more free time and time for yourself to do the things you enjoy. Having a routine when it comes to your sleep is extremely beneficial, particularly if you're struggling with getting a decent night's sleep. A routine can lead to a more consistent pattern with your sleep, which over time is likely to help you get a better night's sleep. Having a good routine means you'll be factoring in self-care such time to go food shopping, meal times, sleep, exercise and relaxation time. Doing all of these things has massive benefits to your overall well-being and mood. Not to mention they will increase your ability to concentrate and improve your memory. And lastly, if you're able to get yourself into routine, you can actually factor in time to deal with the unexpected. Frequently, unexpected tasks or plans crop up, such as a friend calls you upset, you get set a piece of work to do overnight, or you've been invited out for a spontaneous coffee with a friend who's never free. Planning time in for these types of events means you have the flexibility in your schedule to manage them comfortably without causing yourself stress because you're having to cancel or put off something else. So what do you need to include within your routine? We have some suggestions, however, it's important to point out that different people have different priorities and commitments, so everyone's routine will be unique to them. One of the most important things to include in your routine is getting up, washed and dressed. It's all very well waking up at a set time, but then lying in bed for 3 hours snoozing defeats the point of waking up at this set time. If you're up, washed and dressed, you're ready for whatever the day has to bring. This could be a wave of unexpected motivation to go to the library to do some work, or agreeing to meet a friend at short notice. Time for preparing and eating meals should be factored into your routine. This also means factoring in sufficient time to go food shopping each week, so you have the food to cook with in the first place. This will help reduce the risk of ordering in yet another pizza or even skipping a meal entirely. Your university timetabled events should be incorporated into your weekly routine. This way you can ensure you're up in time to attend and know where you need to be and when. Exercising or making time to be active, even if this is just getting out of your room for a little walk in the fresh air each day. This can help ensure you take a break from chores or study to help you gain some perspective. But being active is also good for your overall health and well-being. Self-directed study is something all students have to do, and therefore a priority when planning a routine. This includes revisiting lecture notes, seminar prep, or catching up on some reading. By incorporating this into your routine, tasks like this will hopefully become second nature, and you will remain on top of your work. When required, you may need to add time in for exam revision and working on your assignments or projects. Integrating this into your routine means you can be in charge of how long and when you are going to give time to complete it, rather than leaving it until the last minute. Factoring time in for chores regularly is a good idea, as it helps reduce the risk of you having to do things when they are potentially going to take you longer. For example, organising your study materials or doing your laundry before you get down to your last pair of socks. You can also plan in social events so that you don't miss them and get the things you need to get done before. Getting into a routine with your sleep has lots of benefits to your health and well-being. We appreciate that some students may have the odd night out in which routine goes out of the window. However, where you can, aim to go to sleep at roughly the same time and wake up, and this means getting out of bed, at the same time each morning. Make sure you're factoring in enough time for a good night's sleep as well, so this is usually between 7 to 8 hours each night. And lastly, don't forget to plan in some downtime into your routine. This is something you should aim to do daily, as it will be something you can look forward to, whether it's catching up on your favourite Netflix TV show or hanging out with friends. Plan time in to do it. So getting into routine is going to take a certain amount of planning, and there are a few things to consider when doing this. Try using a blank timetable to help you structure your time, such as this one here. There are all sorts available, free to print online. We quite like this hour by hour one so that you can allocate specific time when you want to do things. Plan the night before, or even the week before if you're doing it week by week. The last thing you want to do is to wake up and have to think about all the things you need to do, and then have to spend time planning it before you even get out of bed. Do it the night before, so that when you wake, the only thing you need to do is follow your plan for the day. If you're changing anything in your routine, such as increasing your exercise or going on a healthy eating diet, it is easier and you're more likely to be successful if you focus on changing just one thing at a time. Don't give in too early. Getting into routine takes time, and when we say this, we mean for some people it can take several months. Therefore, try not to give in too early if you're not noticing any initial benefits. Give yourself some grace if things don't go to plan. It's perfectly normal to have the odd day where you don't get everything you wanted done. This is okay. Just try not to use this as a reason to completely give up on your routine. And finally, this is your planner. It's unique to you. Therefore, you can go as basic as you need to. By this we mean, if you need to write in your planner to have a shower and make your breakfast to ensure you actually do these things, then do it. It's yours to create however you like. We hope you found this short vlog on how to get into routine helpful. Thanks for watching, and please remember that the Student Wellbeing Centre run drop-ins Monday to Friday between 12 and 2 p.m. and hold an evening drop-in on Thursdays during term time between 5 and 7 p.m. You can also email us at studentwellbeing@lincoln.ac.uk or call using the number on the screen.